gentlemen, we are back with yet another video of the Arizona Sports Fan. I want to go ahead and thank every single one of you for tuning in. Now, we are only 12 subscribers shy of our goal of 300 subscribers. Now, if you're new and if you're a Cardinal fan, or I mean, heck, even if, just you like the Arizona sports just in general, go ahead and make sure you subscribe here. Our goal is going to be 300 by the end of this month. So I have no doubt in my mind that we're going to go ahead and smash that goal. And guys, let's go ahead and keep it going. Today's topic, we're going to go ahead and do a preview of the Arizona Cardinals versus the Atlanta Falcons game coming up this coming Sunday at 1:05 p.m. Guys, let's go ahead and get it. Back to the Arizona Sports Fan. I really do appreciate you guys coming back and taking a hear to what I have to go ahead and say. Now, like I actually mentioned before, what we're gonna go ahead and do today is preview the Atlanta Falcons game and the Arizona Cardinals game. Now, first, before we do anything, Arizona Cardinal fans, let's stand up. We just got a big win against the Cincinnati Bengals. Well, maybe not a big win, but I mean enough of a win to say, hey, we can win in this league. Now, we are playing a struggling Atlanta Falcons team. They are currently 1-4. Now, we are 1-3-1. So we have a slight advantage. Not really. So the Atlanta Falcons, they're kind of a tricky team to kind of dissect, to be honest with you. What I feel about the Atlanta Falcons is they're sneaky good. Now, the reason why I say that is because they're 1-4 currently right now, but their roster does not say they're 1-4. They should probably be, at least 2 other wins in. Now, can it be because their schedule was hard? Can it be because, they were just missing those explosive plays? Who exactly knows exactly the reason as to why football is the way that it is? But we are not going to take this game lightly. Now, the reason why I say that is because this is an opportunity for the Arizona Cardinals to strike. And when I mean strike, I mean to build on something great or good for the season. Now, a lot of our fans do not think we're going to really accomplish much, which is completely fine with them. They're okay with 5, 6, 7 wins, not a playoff berth team or anything like that. But for me specifically, I do have those expectations myself of a 5 and 6 and 7 team win, but I also want to see greatness. I don't like rebuilding years. I mean, I don't think anybody likes rebuilding years, but I want to see and I want to have the motivation that this Arizona Cardinal team can go somewhere if they can just get the spark that they need. Now, like I mentioned before, the Atlanta Falcons team, their roster is stacked. Their wide receiver group is stacked. So not only are we going to have our hands full with Devontae Freeman in the back, we're also going to have our hands full with Julio Jones, arguably the why can't I say this word? What's going on? Arguably the best wide receiver in the NFL right now. Second, they have Mohamed Sanu, and then they have Calvin Ridley. So they have some pretty good weapons for Matty Ice to actually throw to. And that's not including, like I mentioned before, Devontae Freeman in the back running the ball. So some couple things that I feel like what we should actually do, and I feel like a lot of teams have been doing, is basically making Matty Ice a one-dimensional quarterback and having them play from behind. Now, that's actually going to be a little tough because both of our defenses right now are struggling. We don't have the best defenses on either end. So this is one of the main reasons why I feel like if the Arizona Cardinals could catch some fire and get the offensive going, especially in the red zone, and convert touchdowns and not just field goals, I honestly do think that this game is going to be a shootout. Now, this would be an amazing thing to watch, to see a shootout before the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons basically go head to head with each other because the defense can't stop one another. three main things we should look out for the Arizona Cardinals to maybe have some sort of success against the Atlanta Falcons. Number one, make sure you stop Devontae Freeman. He is their main running back, and if they show that they cannot run the ball, which is kind of actually very, very hard to do, especially because our defense doesn't really have it all together yet, then they will be a one-dimensional team, and Matty Ice is going to be forced to throw the ball. Number two, and I forgot to mention this, another weapon that he has is Austin Hooper, their tight end. We are struggling with tight ends. Now, some might say that, hey, DJ Swearinger is gone, so that whole issue with, the tight end, all the tight end stuff is gone. We fixed the issue. No, that's not the case. I honestly think Cincinnati didn't do their homework. I think Cincinnati did not execute in our weakness because they did have Tyler Eifert, but they didn't execute. They only threw the ball twice or three times at him, and that was after the second half. I don't know why, but anyways, we got the win. It doesn't matter. So they have Austin Hooper as their tight end, which is a really, really good tight end and a really good weapon for Mighty Ice to use. And number three, stopping Julio Jones. I don't care if we double him, if we triple him, this guy needs to be contained. I would rather get beat by Mohamed Sanu or Calvin Ridley because we did our homework and we found out that the main number one weapon that they actually have is going to be Julio Jones. Now, of course, I don't want them to get triple Julio Jones because that's just insane. That just means that if we triple somebody, then we only have, a certain amount of people in coverage, and that's not something that we want to do. Over-exaggerating, of course. But at least having some double teams when we know Julio Jones is going to be coming up, we need to double that guy. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to get stopped because Julio Jones is a beast. And that is my main concern on this roster is who is going to defend Julio Jones. Usually we have Patrick Peterson on Julio Jones, but in this scenario, we're not going to have him. He's going to come back next week against the Giants, which is awesome. I feel like that's going to give us a good momentum, but that's going to be for another video. Who's going to block Julio Jones? Who's going to run with him? My vote? Byron Murphy, you're up, buddy. You are a rookie. I understand this. You're picked in the second round, but this is your time to shine. Now, I'm not saying have on one-on-one with Julio Jones. For dear God, don't have him one-on-one with Julio Jones. Have this guy have some help. With the new safety, I'm not new, but we can have Budda Baker help him, or even Deontay Thompson help him, being the two safeties that we have back there. But whatever we do, we need to make sure that Matt Ryan in his mind does not think that Julio Jones is going to be available for him. Now, for our offense, we need to make sure that we convert those field goals that we're constantly doing and make sure that we're converting into touchdowns. Now, I have been seeing us run the ball a little bit more in the red zone, which, hey, I'm happy with. That's all we ask is to mix it up and to make the defense honest, to be like, hey, what are they going to do next? That's what I want them to do, is mix it up in the red zone. Now, one other thing I want to go ahead and mention, if David Johnson plays this game, I know there's been talks of him having an injured back, and he might not actually play. I think he's going to play. There's no doubt in my mind that he's going to miss a game. Now, he might do less carries, maybe less plays while the game goes on, but me thinking right now, him splitting carries with Chase Edmonds and also splitting out wide, that's just going to open up our offense a lot more, guys. And honestly, I can't wait to see this game. I am so stoked. This coming Sunday, 1:05 p.m., Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons, guys. Let's go ahead and get it. I'm really, really stoked to see it, guys. So I'm pretty much all I got for this episode, guys. I'm out. Thank you.